So should you work in a barbershop or should you work in a private salon suite? That's a great question. I have worked in both. I've worked in the barbershop salon setting, and I am now working in a private salon suite. And I think there are pros and cons to both. But in my opinion, I think the pros are for the new barber or the barber who doesn't really have a clientele yet. Let me explain what I mean. As a new barber or a barber who doesn't have clientele, you're going to benefit from walk-in traffic. You're going to benefit from spillover traffic. You know what I mean? Some of the barbers, other barbers are busier there, and they can't fit people in their chairs, so those people end up sitting in your chair at some point. You're going to benefit from the marketing of the barbershop. The owner is going to be doing marketing, and so you'll benefit from the marketing of the barbershop if that owner does that. You're going to benefit from being able to learn from others, and you're going to benefit from being able to see how the business works. Okay, so I think majority of the pros are for the new barber or the barber that doesn't have clientele yet. When it comes to the cons of working in a barbershop or salon setting, I really think, that there are two main cons of working in a barbershop or salon setting. And the main one, I believe, is being able to work in a place where you're able to get the barbers to all mesh together. You have different personalities. You have different age groups, different life experiences. You have many of these people are entrepreneurs, and so they all have their own way they think things should be done. And so you have to find a way to get these people or be able to come together and mesh together. And sometimes that proves to be challenging. If you can find that, if you can create that, if you can be involved in that, it's a beautiful thing for you. It's a beautiful thing for everyone else. It's a beautiful thing for the clients. The second thing that I think is a con is if you are an employee or on commission base, many of these owners do not expect you to be marketing, or I should say getting phone numbers and information to take with you if you decide to leave. In most cases, these owners will tell you that these are their clients. They'll speak like they're your clients, but they're really their clients, and they're not expecting you to begin to get information. So what are some of the pros to working in a private salon suite? There are many pros to working in a private salon suite, and they all stem from the first pro that I'm going to mention. The first pro and the biggest pro, and that creates all the other pros, is that it is yours. This space is yours. You can decorate it the way you want to decorate it. You can name it what you want to name it. You can do with it what you want to do with it, right? And so all the other pros come from that, right? You get to create your own prices. You get to charge what you want to charge. Another pro is you get to do whatever services that you want to do. Okay? Another pro is that the money is all yours. All of it. All right? You get to do appointment only, right? You don't have to sit in the shop on a slow day waiting for walk-ins to come in, knowing that nobody may come in. You literally, if you're booked, you get to be there when you're booked, and you get to leave when you're not, if you choose to, because it's yours, right? You can be appointment only. You get to work around other like-minded entrepreneurs or business owners. You get to get points, you get to get pointers and tips from other like-minded business owners. So those are some of the pros that I think come along with owning a private salon suite. Okay, some of the cons that I believe that come along with working in a private salon suite, one of the cons, which I believe is the biggest con, is you don't have walk-in traffic. Okay, if you're working in a barbershop or a salon, they're usually in a storefront, and you get that walk-in traffic, or you get the benefit from the owner's marketing. Well, now you don't have that, so you have to do it yourself. You have to do all your own marketing, your own promoting. You have to do it yourself to make sure you generate that proper traffic. Why do you need that traffic? Not just because you need money in your pocket, but you got rent to pay now. So that's another con. You got to pay rent. You got to pay a weekly rent, or you got to pay monthly rent, depending on how the private salon suite has it set up. So those are two cons. You need to make sure you have your marketing is all on you, and you got to keep that steady flow of clients coming in, and you have that weekly or monthly rent that needs to be paid. Another con is you have to supply all of your products. All the products that you're going to be using on your clients, you have to supply it at the barbershop or salon. It was supplied for you. Now you have to supply it. Another con, which really isn't a con for me, is that it's just you. You're all by yourself. I don't know how you feel about that, but to me that's fine. I like to think, I like to plan, I like to plot, I like that quiet time. So that's not a con for me. So those are some of the cons that I think you need to be concerned about if you're looking at getting into a private salon suite. You don't have that walk-in traffic. You have that rent that needs to be paid. You supply all of your products, and it's just you here. Oh, and one more. The reviews. Anytime you get a good or bad review, it directly affects and reflects on you. You know, whereas if you're in a barbershop or salon, you know, they may or may not mention your name or whatever, and that bad review comes or good review comes, it goes toward the barbershop, right? Well, now it's coming at your shop. And so you want to work hard to make sure you're constantly developing your skill set and developing yourself as a person, your character, so you can give the best service possible. So that's it for my video, guys. Those are the pros and cons of working in the barbershop, and those are the pros and cons of working in a private salon suite. All right, you guys have a blessed day.